What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. So today is really all about just getting back on track. I have been so out of my routine lately. I was traveling for work and then I went on vacation right after that, adjusting to the time zones. It's been like literally in the 90s here in New Jersey. So like when it gets hot like this, I have no motivation to do anything. Like I don't want to do anything. I literally just want to relax, sit on the couch, watch some good shows. I feel as if I've been going to sleep earlier, waking up later. I just like am all out of whack and just trying to give myself grace to get back into the routine that I had before I left. I feel as if this isn't something I've ever really experienced before. I feel as if for the most part I am able to bounce back pretty quickly. So that's what makes me think that the heat might have some sort of play here, just because I feel as if I've always naturally, had less energy when it gets really, really hot out. I feel as if the sun literally just sucks all of the energy out of me. I've been trying to get out of the house a little bit more because I've been just so busy trying to catch up with everything that I really haven't even had the chance to like go outside, catch some fresh air, do things outside. And I think that might have a little bit of a play to the way I'm feeling as well. And definitely one of the downsides to working remote is the fact that like you don't get that opportunity to really go outside unless you're intentional about doing so. But then by the time I really want to get outside, it's so hot that I'm just like, never mind. I'd rather just relax. But one of the things that I know I need to get done is just tidying up my space a little bit. I have a little bit of laundry that needs to get done. In my last video, you guys saw I had so much laundry to catch up on, but just trying to stay on top of that so it doesn't get out of control again. So I want to tidy up the living room. It's not too bad, but there's definitely just small things here and there that need to be picked up. I grabbed a couple of things from the supermarket yesterday because I actually forced myself to go out in this heat at like 5 o'clock, and I went for an hour-long walk, and I had no motivation or energy to do it. And then I was just like watching a video and they were like, watch this if you have no motivation. It basically just said like, get up and just do it. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I took a nice walk and it just instantly boosted my mood. So I'm really happy that I did that. And then I stopped off at ShopRite to pick up a couple of things. So I was a little bit lazy, just left them on the table. So I need to put all of that kind of stuff away, dishes. You guys know the regular everyday things that always need to get done. So that is basically what we are going to do. We're going to just start to tidy up, get back into a routine, because we all know that routines are so important when it comes to just trying to keep up with life's everyday messes. So I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to cleaning the space up.
Wake up at your place, wake up at mine. Same question always. I'm getting tired.
You never realize how important a routine is until that said routine is affected and you're now trying to play catch up and get back into the swing of things. I feel as if things run so much smoother when you have routines in place. But then, it's the summertime. We're going on vacation. People are, doing different things. And my summer routine is definitely a little bit different than like my fall and winter one. We're a little bit more laid back. Riley goes to bed a little bit later. We're having fun. I don't kind of stress over too many like tedious things, but it is good to have some sort of routine to get back to, because it does make life run a whole lot smoother.
We can get white walls with big windows up on the third floor in our chateau. Why don't we just get a place together? Mornings in our own bed, so much better. Balconies and bathtubs, what you want.
Okay, so as you guys can see, there are some stains here on the ottoman. I was eating here the other day and kind of spilt a little bit of guacamole and avocado, and then this I think is some makeup. So I really just want to clean this up. There's like little stains here and there, so I'm going to go in with the Folex spot cleaner, hoping that this will get it out. What I like to do when I use this stuff is I will spray everything, and I am very generous with this, as you guys can see. I like to soak it all up. Any spot that I am trying to get off, I let it sit for a little while, and then I'll come back here and scrub it and see what I can get out.
Stepped into my life, such a magic feeling when you tore down my walls. I wish I could go back to right before you told me I'd try to change it all.
For the most part, I was able to get all of the stains out. The part where I'm having a little bit of trouble is in the tufted areas, like right underneath the button. I clearly must have spilt some type of like makeup or something like that, but I was able to get underneath the button a little bit. There's like a slight hint of the stain, but at the end of the day, most of it is out, so that's the most important. Then I'm heading over to the kitchen, and I'm just gonna unload the dishwasher. I had ran the dishes last night, and I just wanted to unload those so I can take anything that is in the sink and put that into the dishwasher.
Strangers again, I thought we'd never fall. Could have tried much harder, now all we have are scars. You said we'd get so high, higher up than heaven. You said we'd reach the stars. And look at us now, could have gone so far. It hurts to realize we're parted. And look at us now, this is who we are. And I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again, again, again. Strangers again, again, again. We're like strangers again, again, again. I just know things will never be the same. We're like strangers again. Like strangers again. Strangers again. Now that we parted, I better get started. It's time to get my head up again. You said that you had to, I'll try to forget you. Just didn't think we'd end up this way, like strangers again. Strangers again. Like strangers again. Oh, I know things will never be the same. Like strangers again.
So it is that time again to do some toy rotation. I feel like I haven't done it in a while. We also were traveling for 2 weeks, and I feel like leading up to that, it was just so stressful trying to get everything, you know, put in place and ready. So Riley did put her request in. She asked to have her dollies out. Now we have about 1 more month before school starts. So I think I'm going to also work on cleaning out her like school bin, you know, this one, the one to all the way to the right, and then we'll probably put Barbies, and I think she asked for LOLs to come out. Also, with this particular one, I am also going to go through all of her things, at least in these two bins, and see what we can donate, because I feel like if we've been rotating the same type of toys, so maybe I can try and find, you know, a toy or two, like bag wise, that I can put out that we haven't put out just yet, and see how receptive she is to that. And if she does not play with it, then it's definitely time to give it away.
You're better without me. Know for a fact that you're happy now. Hate that I treated you badly. Not much to do except apologize. No, I don't want you back, not at all. I just wanted to give you a call. I regret what I said at the mall. No, I don't even miss you a bit. You and I didn't work, didn't fit.
Anytime I am rotating her toys, I do also like to declutter and organize what's in the bins and baskets as well. So I'm kind of just going through and seeing what I can throw away, donate. I honestly forget myself what stuff is in here, but she was open to me giving and donating some of the items away, which is really, really good, because, you know, we're not going to play with all of these toys non-stop. She kind of has the same ones in rotation right now, so it is good to just start to get rid of things that we just no longer need.
We got some history, baby. It goes back to when you said you liked me. Went out for dinner, the movies. I used to think that we were so lucky. No, I don't want you back, not at all. I just wanted to give you a call. I regret what I said at the mall. No, I don't even miss you a bit. You and I didn't work, didn't fit. And I think you were right, I admit. I didn't mean to call you a liar. I didn't mean to start up a fire. Baby, hurting you was not my desire. The others have to do is tell you I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you a liar. I didn't mean to start up a fire. Baby, hurting you was not my desire. The others have to do is tell you I'm sorry. Baby, I'm sorry. Ooh, baby, I'm sorry. Oh, baby, I'm sorry. Ooh, baby, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh yeah. I didn't mean to call you a liar. I didn't mean to start up a fire. Baby, hurting you was not my desire. The others have to do is tell you I'm sorry. I've been waiting all my life for something. I've been down the darkest roads and up in the clouds, but I've always felt that something's missing. That was until I found you right there in the crowd. You came into my life and started a fire. You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe
It's crazy to think of how many toys and things like that we have around the apartment, and trying to just manage it all. The tedious part is definitely all of like the small little toys, like the LOLs, the Barbie accessories, and all of that kind of stuff. But the bigger items can just like sit within these large bins themselves. And I'm so thankful that I even have these large bins, because honestly, I don't even know what else could hold and contain all of this stuff.
You made me feel like I could touch the sky. Oh, there's nothing missing now that you're my desire. Now all I have to do is to make you mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. Follow your heart, baby, don't be shy. Just follow yours and I'll follow mine. 'Cause I know, and you know what we could be. Like a song, like a perfect melody. Baby, don't say you don't believe in me. 'Cause you know, and I know, we're onto something good. You know, and I know, we got something good. Something good.
I was able to get everything fit in here. It's definitely a tight squeeze. There are a bunch of things that she still plays with, so I don't really want to get rid of too much of that. And then over there is going to be like the bigger items, as you guys saw, like the Polly Pocket, the Nerf guns, all of that kind of stuff. The stuff that doesn't really fit into the small bags. There is another bag under there that I am going to try and pull out, just because for this particular bin, there's a little mini house. Well, this particular bin, there's a little mini house that goes with it that I need to take out. I don't know if it's going to fit in the cubby there, but I might just like, you know, keep it out in her room. And then this is everything that I'm either going to donate or throw out. Like some of these like balls, like these like blow up balls and stuff like that. They just, you know, are deflated. I think this one somehow has a hole in it, so I'm not quite sure what happened with this. I do need to find some clothes to put on this doll, and also just like shape her up a little bit, you know, clean her up from the nail polish and all of that good stuff on here. But I think out of all of the bigger dolls that she has, this is the one that she plays with the least. I might be able to tell her to like, or not tell her, but like see if she'll give another one away, but I do need to check with her. And then all of these little like fluffy things, you know, granted, they are cute, don't get me wrong. However, she never plays with them. So why are we holding on to this type of stuff? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask her if we can donate these. And in here, I wish I had a chance to use these more often. I wish I had a chance to use these more often, but I purchased these resin letters. It was during the pandemic, actually, when, you know, at that point she was just trying to learn her letters, and we had taken her out of daycare at the time. So these did help. We were able to create some cute little activities and stuff like that to do with her. I don't really think that it's going to help when it comes to reading, just because there's one of each letter. But I do want to donate this to, you know, another little girl or boy who is, you know, a young learner and everything. This I need to put underneath my bed, just because it goes off and it doesn't seem to have an off switch at all, which like toys companies, like, please create off switches. And then everything else is just like random like stuffed animals and stuff like that that I am going to donate and give away. So The struggle is going to try and close this up and then also take that last bin out so I can put the little house in. And I probably will go through that a little bit as well to see if there's anything else that I can get rid of. All right, so I am finally finished. I am just gonna leave her little house right here just because it's not gonna fit in the cubby over there. This is everything that I am going to be donating. Of course, I do need to, you know, run these by Riley. I kind of hope that she is okay with donating them. These I need to put up in the closet just because they are, you know, craft stuff, and sometimes we just like to draw or color or do any of that stuff, so I don't really want to put it underneath the bed. So I'm going to put this in the hallway closet where I have some of our other like crafts and things like that. And then this is a big pile of everything that I plan on throwing out. It's just like random stuff. Some of the stuff is just like old, it doesn't work, you can't really donate it or anything like that. But this is always such a huge task that I don't necessarily particularly like taking the time out to do. However, it's so worth it. The quality of play is really, really well. So we have all of our dollies all the way to the left. Then we have some little like princess dolls to go with the little house that I just showed you guys. LOLs, and then right behind the door is basically just going to be coloring books, things like that. We really like to color, especially it's a nice relaxing thing to do at the end of the night, so I do want to keep those there. Anybody who is interested in doing toy rotation, I highly recommend it, but I do also want to let you guys know what you're getting yourselves into. I've been doing it for maybe about a month and a half, 2 months now. The initial declutter and organize of the toys, prepare yourself to kind of spend a couple of hours doing that, especially if you need to go through everything, because basically you're just taking all of the toys out, you're categorizing them, you're seeing what can be donated, thrown away, and then you're seeing what can be grouped together to be stored away for later. I do like the fact that we only have 4 toy options out at a time. I've seen really great progress, I feel as if, with her when it comes to playing on her own, the quality of play, because before, when she had all of her toys out, I felt as if we were always cleaning up, like always cleaning up, and she would say that she had nothing to play with when we literally had a room full of toys. She would take out the toys, play with it for 2 seconds, take out something else, and it felt like she was never truly fulfilled. I hope you guys can't hear the fan, but if you can, bear with me. But it felt like she was never like satisfied, and now that she only has 4 toy options, she gets excited about it. I even incorporate her because she is sick, so I'll ask her like what type of toys that she would like, and it also is allowing us to see what she is still interested in. There are definitely some toys that I don't think she is anymore, but again, I can only keep so many things out, and she specifically asked for dolls and LOL, so it really kind of only gave me 2 other options to put out. What else? I like to rotate them every 2 weeks just because I have her every other weekend. So when she comes back, it's like something exciting that she looks forward to. Guys, like she really gets upset if I do not get to it, but it can take a lot out of you. It takes a lot of time just trying to like go through everything and then clean up everything that you had out for the past 2 weeks. So just kind of keep that stuff in mind, but overall I highly recommend them. I will also leave all of like the containers and storage bins that I have and use that are really, really helpful. It helps me just to like organize everything, especially those larger bins that I keep underneath her bed. This is something that you can do if you're living in an apartment or you have a smaller space, because that was one of the things that I personally struggled with. I was watching videos on this and it just felt as if everybody that I was watching lives in a house and they have like a whole like storage closet and all this other things, and I was just trying to figure out how can I make this work within the space that I have, where it doesn't make it feel, cluttered, if that makes sense. So right now her bed is, on the floor, because this bed does convert into, what is it called? A like bunk bed style. So I utilize this storage underneath her bed, you know what I mean? And yes, she knows that it's there, but she can't lift the whole entire bed because it's hard for me to do that. But some other really great places, if you guys are limited on storage space, is using thinner storage bags, which I will have linked down below as well. These are the ones that I personally store all of our clothes in, and I put those under our bed, but you can also put toys under there as well. So if your bed doesn't allow you to utilize the space underneath the bed, I have bought some bed risers that I've been using for the longest time, and that helps me like maximize the space under there. So I will try and link all of that stuff below for you guys. But yeah, this is attainable, this is achievable when you are limited on space. You just have to be a little bit more creative. But I shared with you guys my method that I kind of just like dawned, like it kind of just like came to me one day, and I'm like, why don't I just utilize the space underneath her bed? And it just has worked really, really well. So I would recommend you just think where you can put these items and see if it works for you. It definitely is something that have to get used to. You just know that you have to kind of like prepare yourself to like take a couple hours out of your day every 2 weeks, or how often you plan on switching the toys out. But I personally like it. It works for us. She gets excited about these things, and it's almost as if like we haven't really gone to the store and bought like these big toy items, just because like she forgets about the things that she already has. So I'm interested to see if she will play again with this dollhouse. If not, then I think that's something that we're just going to give away. Maybe she's outgrown, and we can move on to the next thing. So highly recommend. But again, I just kind of wanted to give that like little spiel with you guys in case you guys are thinking about it, or maybe you want to start the process but you're not quite sure, or maybe you're limited on space like I am. It is achievable. I will have my personal recommendations of the things that I use linked down below to help you guys out. It's taken me a while to catch up on all of my emails and projects and things like that for work, especially being out for about 2 weeks. And you guys already know I've had really no motivation. So I want to say, since being back, I spent a lot of time just like going through my inbox and trying to, just catch up back on work. But I do want to get back into moving my body, especially going for walks outside. But, sometimes some days are just so busy that I do not get the chance to do that. So using my under desk walking pad has been a game changer. I usually will get about 15,000 steps in a day when I start to use this. So just moving my body, getting up, has really been helpful. And I just want to get back into that routine rather than me just like sitting down and getting work done, because you find that you will sit for 8 hours and never really move, and that's not healthy at all. lunch today, I decided to make myself a Caesar salad. I had cooked some just grilled chicken, and as much as I would love to go out and get something that's a little bit unhealthy, making food at home, like, yes, you know, Caesar dressing can be, you know, a little bit, you know, unhealthy or filled with a lot of fats. However, making it at home is still going to make it healthier than if I were to go outside. And then also just making sure that I am drinking and staying on top of my water intake, because this also makes me feel full. I do have an apple that I can put on the side, but before I cut it up, I just want to make sure that this is going to fill me up first before I just use my eyes to gauge how hungry I am, because that's definitely a problem or something that I struggle with, is that my eyes are bigger than my stomach. So I'm going to eat this first. If I'm still a little bit hungry, then I'll come back and get an apple.
You blow my mind. I don't know if you know yet what's all around, and I'm dying to tell you. Well, I know that by now it is obvious, and that maybe I'm wasting my time, but I gotta try. The only reason I keep sneaking out at night.
It took me 2 days to catch up on all of that laundry that I had to get done in my last video. So this time I definitely want to get back into doing about a load every single day or every other day, so that we don't find, well, at least I don't find myself in that situation where before you know it, there's 8 loads of laundry that need to get done, and washing them is never the problem. It's the folding and putting away that takes so much time, and I'm just truly not a fan of. So just doing little loads every single day or every other day is really what works best for me.
I've tried sometimes, but you're making me nervous. No, I've realized that I can't live without